welcome to Gemstone Tarot weekend reading 9th and the 10th of April 2022. And I have good news for you from Scott Matthews, one of his fun random facts. I don't know if this is going to come out in the video the right way around or not, but when I look at it, it isn't. Fun, random and interesting facts to win trivia. Okay, can I tell you the nice fact? If you're having your breakfast, if you're having your dinner, whatever it is, you're welcome. Studies show that you see yourself 20% less attractive than you actually are. There you go, everybody. Put that in your pocket. This is because you only see your looks reflected in the mirror and not your personality. We're not going to dig into how they came to that conclusion because it's one of those things. I always think this in life. You know, it's like getting a compliment. Take it. You know, that's like a compliment. We'll take it. Thank you, Scott Matthews. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. The fear of ventriloquist dummies, animatronic creatures, wax statues, or anything that resembles a being that seems to have feelings or perceptions is called automatonophobia. Automatonophobia. Yes. If you could dig a hole through the earth and jump through it without dying, you would not come out the other side. You would fall down for 20 minutes. Oh my God, 20 minutes. That's a long 20 minutes. Until you reach the centre. Then technically you would be considered falling up until you made it to the opposite surface. However, if no one was there to catch you, you'd fall down again over and over forever. Maths face. That's my maths face. I don't understand that at all. Be honest with you, I don't understand anything about how the earth spins. I'm not saying that the earth is flat and all the rest of it. Just saying, who understands that? How can you possibly think, well, we're spinning around at God knows what it is, billion miles per hour or something. We're just human. I can't get my head around that sort of stuff. I really can't. I can get my head around this though. There's a mushroom species called Spongiforma squarepantsy. Oh, it doesn't take much. It was named by researchers at San Francisco State University. Can I just give you a high five? Come on. After SpongeBob SquarePants, because it reminded them of the cartoon character. I've got to Google this. It's shaped like a sea sponge and has large holes and it's an orange colour. See, this makes me smile when science meets humour. That is so cool. Okay, we're going to have some, I don't even know where to put this because I'm in the kitchen. Let's put it there on the radiator. Oh, I was going to show you my Nigella Lawson cups for those that like baking among you. I'll do some tarot first and I'll show you the cups. Okay. We are using the Mythic Tarot because it's an oldie and a goodie. Such a goodie. Okay. What do we need to know? That card will not go away, will it? Well, it's not a bad card. Oh, God. Okay. Right. Oof. Oof. Eesh. Oof. All right, these two are coming out together. We've got the King of Wands and the High Priestess. Interesting energy. Okay, I'm going to put them in the corner. Masculine, feminine energy. Itchy nose as well. What more do we need to know, Tarot? What more do we need to know? We've got the Five of Swords, the World, and the Devil. What card would you like to throw on the fire? Let's have the Seven of Swords in with that too, please. Thank you. Excellent. Okay. Patience and practicality is the order of the weekend. Okay. For some of you, those of you that are having relationship issues, there is a kind of a tussle here between masculine and feminine energy, between what is known and what is not known actually. With the High Priestess, you know, it's that inner knowledge, isn't it? She has a knowing, and it's like a feminine knowing, and she can kind of birth it in weird ways, as you know, is historically what's happened in terms of vapors, speaking in tongues, riddles, you know, it's that kind of more esoteric way of speaking. And then the King of Wands is right out there. It's like, what about this? What about that? Action. Yin and yang energy. For some of you, if this is about relationship, there's a bit of maneuvering going on here. There's a bit of Five of Swords, Venus in Aquarius, a bit of detachment, a bit of maybe game playing, a bit of, it could be also to do with family or any relationships. Speaking around the subject, not, you know, either being far too vague or far too blunt. You know, you could be having someone who's being vague, or that when people are blunt with you, you become vague as a defense mechanism, because it is a defense mechanism as well, and quite a good one. There's some interesting energies here. We've got the World card, Ouroboros, the snake that eats itself, is back again. We had the World card yesterday. I feel like we're in a cycle. We are in a cycle, and for some of us, things may come up over the next, I think it is 6 weeks, but you never know. Things may come up with family, they may come up in our close personal relationships that are things that used to tie us in the past. So it could be a lack of confidence about speaking your mind. It could be about boundaries, the need to put forward your boundaries, but you feel awkward about it, and you're kind of, you know, not sure whether you should. It feels like you're going to have to stand up for yourself spiritually. You're going to have to stand up to protect your corner. For some of you, it's like spiritual protection. You know, the feeling that, because we have the Seven of Swords with the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is Mars in Leo, and it is standing up for yourself and fighting for something. And the Seven of Swords can be the thief card of someone trying to take something from you. Maybe they are a bit. I mean, you're both trying to take ground, as in you're working out where the ground is between you. But at the same time with the Seven of Swords, I also think there is a positive meaning sometimes with the Seven of Swords that says you need to be careful how you act, when you act, and not to be sneaky, but also not to be too open if it isn't the right time. You know, it's being political with a small p. So there are sometimes it's on a need to know basis, and people don't need to know everything from you. Okay, particularly if they're the kind of people that make you nervous, so you blurt stuff out. Just say nothing. It's the pregnant pause, you know, you just leave that pause, feel uncomfortable and sweat it out. Let them blink first. Queen of Pentacles, we love her, the Queen of Velvet Waiting. This is a sort of, this next 6 weeks, I feel, is a bit of a cycle of, it could get a bit irritating, it could get a bit old, it could get a bit pressing, it could go a bit deep. It's playing the long game, okay? Especially if this is about settling something to do with power in a relationship, whoever that is with, however remote or close that person is. It's, you know, it's not going to get done in a day. And even if it did, it would be really explosive and maybe quite damaging. This is something to kind of smooth out or work out or stand up for, or however you're going to do it over the next few weeks. Okay? I'm going to have a cheese board card. Let's cheese board it right up with Kim Krantz, the cheese board, or the Wild Unknown Archetypes cheese board. Not the easiest shuffle, these. So I can't do a big girl shuffle with them because they're round. What do we need to know, cheese board cards? Youth. Okay, actually I quite like that one. I thought we were going to have to say inner child, which I find very difficult to say. The eternal child. Or the child eternal. What's that in the middle? Feels, that's kind of a light, isn't it? Is that the sacral chakra? You know me, never get my chakras right. It's kind of solar plexus-y, sacrally, chakra-y. It feels with this, I keep getting there is a light that will never go out. I get that sometimes. I know it's a song by the Smiths, and I like it actually. It feels like no matter what goes on in the next 6 weeks or this particular tussle, situational power struggle, your inner essence shines on, okay? I almost ventured into tea towel territory then, but I didn't. It shines on. I'm just looking for I'm going to have one of those actually. Oracle card. So, High Priestess, King of Wands. There is some kind of power struggle of masculine and feminine energies. No matter what your gender is, it's masculine and feminine energies. Five of Swords, the world and the devil. There is detachment because there needs to be sometimes, because some of this stuff is going to be quite deep and a bit troublesome, maybe touching on toxic things that you've struggled with for a while. Feels like it's to do with relationships, close ones, distant ones, doesn't matter, and how you relate to people and how they relate to you and how you position yourself in that and how they are positioned and how you receive them. Hang on, we got a card on the floor. Oh yes. Then we have the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Wands, and this is about jockeying for position, standing up for yourself, not being quite as helpful as you normally would be if it puts you in a more vulnerable position, not saying everything to everyone, but being a little bit more, what's the word? Careful, actually, about what you say and what you do, and not being quite so open as you normally would be. And then the Queen of Pentacles. We're in it for a bit of a long haul here. It's going to be a very interesting but quite deep 6 weeks, okay? And then the Oracle card, the cheese ball card we got was the Eternal Child. Our light shines on regardless, okay? And then we get Milk and Honey. Love this card. We get an elephant taking a bath in some milk, and I really must get one of those honey twister things. I've always wanted one. Leave me a comment, let me know how it resonates, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.